Hi, and welcome back to Designing with Reggie. So, what I'm doing right now is what they call, let me move her into the view so you can see. What I'm doing right now is what they call improvisational draping. And what that means is you drape in the fabric and you allow the fabric to tell you what it wants to do. So what I did was I started by pitting up here on the shoulder, and then I thought, let me see if I can pleat under here. So I pleated under there and got this beautiful kind of bow-like detail on the shoulder. So let me let you see what I'm talking about. That's what happened when I went underneath here and started to pin and the side. So I'm continuing with my improvisational draping, and what I did, I came around to the side and I pinned all along the side. Now let me talk to you a little bit about improvisational draping versus traditional just draping. Improvisational draping allows you to let the fabric speak to you. It allows you to drape and follow what the fabric is telling you what to do, as opposed to straight draping in terms of draping from a sketch or design or something that you have in mind. Because when you do that, let's take for instance, if you're doing a dress that's very Grecian, you wouldn't want to use this type of fabric. You wouldn't want to use a very stiff fabric. You would want to use something very light and flowy that would give you this Grecian shape that you did in your sketch. So you're choosing the fabric based on your sketch and your design that you have in mind. For instance, I have this fabric right here. This red fabric is real stiff. This would not be good for a Grecian dress draped on the bias if I did that in a sketch. So I would have to find fabric that's easily draped on the bias and that will fall and cascade and give me those beautiful rough rolls and pleats the way I want them. I wouldn't use a very stiff fabric. But if I was doing something very structured and very rigid, then I would use probably something like this red fabric to give me the structure and the tailored look that I'm looking for. Now, when you're doing improvisational draping, you choose fabric that you like and that you want to work with, not necessarily having an idea in mind, but allowing the fabric to speak to you and drape organically and take the shape that the fabric wants you to take. And that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm letting the fabric speak to me rather than making the fabric do what I want the fabric to do in terms of doing a sketch and doing a design that's out of your head, knowing that, okay, this is the silhouette that I'm trying to get. That means you have to know your fabrics. You have to know what fabrics to use for what kind of design. So in terms of improvisation, it doesn't matter. Just start draping and allow the fabric to speak to you. I hope you enjoyed. I'm going to continue listening to the fabric and letting the fabric tell me what it wants to do. Happy designing, and I'll be back to show you my progress.